welcome to the November the 9th, 1987 taping of It's Happening in Grand Prairie. And before we bring you our first important guests, we have a couple of three community service announcements. Please get out your polls, which includes approximately 6 different categories. Remember the Miss Grand Prairie pageant, a very exciting time for Grand Prairie when we will be choosing our new Miss Grand Prairie. And the City Council of PTAs has scheduled their next meeting for November the 19th. And this will be a program on mental health. And this program will be at 9:30 a.m. at the 202 College Street at the School Administration Building. Rachel Weems is the president of the council. This is an open meeting as far as the program is concerned, and we would invite you to come on November the 19th for the City Council of PTA's regular meeting. And now, to our wonderful guest. The Seroptimist International of Grand Prairie, Texas is really into things, and especially entertainment this week. And Angela Sutton Gessner is the president of Seroptimist International. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ruthie, for having us.
Wonderful. Angela, you've been back several times, and we're always glad to have you on the show.
We appreciate it.
There are times when you're wearing other hats, but today you are our Seroptimist of the day and really of the year as the president. Now, we know that you're having a fundraising coming up, and let's get to that first and get that out of the way, and then talk with our other very special guest that we have with us. Tell us what the Seroptimist is doing, maybe the magic date, and something about your fundraiser.
Okay. Well, the Seroptimist International is pleased to, again this year, have a country and gospel singing group, the Texans from Branson, Missouri. We had them with us last year, and they were just an outstanding success, and by popular demand they're going to be with us again. It's going to be on November 21st at 7 p.m. at the H.H. Chambers Auditorium. We are selling the tickets quite rapidly. We do have some left, so y'all please hurry and buy some before that is all gone. You can get tickets at the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce by calling Carolyn Wickham at 264-1558. Mary Gray, our chairman, at 263-6440, Bobby Lumpkin at 262-5706, and Jody Mahoney at 262-2608.
All right, now, Angela, if I order my tickets for this, are these reserved seatings?
Yes, they are reserved seatings, and we've been assured that every seat in the house is a good seat. They're an outstanding group. They really get you involved in the show, and you just really go away having a real good feeling and know that you've had a good night of entertainment. They're just a lovely, lovely group.
All right, now, I'm, of course, during these times, I'm interested in big bucks. Does it cost me big bucks to come to see all of these things?
Well, Ruthie, I may be revealing something here, but we have $11 price at the door.
All right. Is that for adults?
That's for adults. If you buy in advance, it's $10, and senior citizens can purchase a ticket for $8.
Wonderful.
The upper level general admission tickets can be purchased at the door only, and they're $6.
And they aren't reserved, are they?
No, they are not.
Seating?
Right, open seating.
All right. So then, is there a separate fee for if I bring my children or my grandchildren? They all pay for a reserved seat.
That is correct. That would be $10.
All right. And with all of these monies that you hope to get from this wonderful fundraiser, what you going to do with the money?
Well, we have many, many projects that we continually work on. We will be completing the gazebo at Turner Park. That was our sesquicentennial project. We have our YCA, our Youth Citizenship Awards, our Training Awards program, where we give scholarships on that. We support Teen Jury and Camp Seroptimist.
Would you explain Camp Seroptimist? That's not for the ladies, is it?
No, Camp Seroptimist is a camp that is near the Denton area. It's for handicapped children. In fact, Grand Prairie is very, very proud that we were the first organization to build a cabin there at Camp Seroptimist. So it's very near and dear to our hearts. And we have many other projects that we support in the town. We're all very, very active in the community, and we feel like we make things happen too.
Seroptimus is a service organization.
It's a classified service organization for business and professional women.
Wonderful. All right, we're going to let you rest just a minute, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit more about the Texans. But we do have with us today a very honored special guest, and that's Tommie Kaps, who is very involved in the Texans. She doesn't sing and she doesn't dance, but she has a young son that does. And Tommie, tell us about your involvement with the Texans and where you've just come from.
Thank you, Ruthie. Yes, my son, David Kaps, does sing with the Texans, and I want to take this opportunity, since you had me as a guest last year, to say thank you to you and the Seroptimist for having the Texans, because on their behalf I'd say thank you, but also the Kaps family. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, we might be slightly prejudiced, but I know that the group, the Texans, traveled from Grand Prairie after their show here to Nebraska, and they talked the entire night long about not only maybe the audience had a good time, but it was wonderful for them, the response that Grand Prairie gave to them, along with the Seroptimist. My husband and I have just returned from Branson. Of course, we saw the Texans maybe 4 times, but also it was the end of their season, and they have a big award similar to the Emmy Awards. It's called the Ozark Music Awards, and the Texans were fortunate enough to be nominated for 5 different categories. They walked away with 2, one of them being the Group of the Year, the other being the Entertainer of the Year, which is the largest award that's given. And these awards are from popular vote of all the people who have seen the show. And through the Branson area, there's 500,000 people that go through there in the season.
All right, now you mentioned Branson. There may be those in our viewing audience that really does not know the famous state in which Branson is located, and I'd like for you to name drop that also.
Okay, thank you. That's Branson, Missouri. Not taking away anything from Texas tourism, but Branson, Missouri is a beautiful country. Besides, when we get to go, we of course see David and the Texans. So I would say when you finish with Texas tourism, you might try Branson, Missouri. It's very, very beautiful there, especially in the fall.
All right, at Branson, Missouri, is there more than one group that sings there? Tell us about the layout. Do I have a choice of groups to hear there?
Yes, there's about 26 different shows. They are all family oriented, and it's just a lot of clean entertainment. And also there's miniature golf, there's fishing, and it's so diversified that the young enjoy, and also the older retired people. So it's just an all-around good place.
All right, now Tommie, we know that you're not real young. You're not old and retired, so we know that you and your husband go there because it's very exciting and because your son is there. Also, we'd like to know, do you work for a living? And if so, tell us where you work.
Yes, I do, and I've been fortunate to work for the city of Grand Prairie. This is my 25th year, so I do get some vacation time, and that's where I spend my vacation time, is in Branson.
And for the city of Grand Prairie, you're in the...
I work for the finance director in the purchasing department.
Wonderful. And we're just so pleased that you're here with us today to beat the drum for the Texans, which you have a very dear desire to see them to come to Grand Prairie, Texas. And we do also, because they were very entertaining and exciting. Now, Angela, one more time we'd like for you to look out and give everyone the information about where this will be, the dates, and the contact numbers once again, because we want everyone to have the opportunity to hear the Texans.
You just must absolutely come. They are a great group. You will have missed a great evening by not coming. You can purchase tickets at the door for $11. However, if you'll contact Carolyn Wickham at the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce, Mary Gray, 263-6440, Bobby Lumpkin at 262-5706, and Jody Mahoney at 262-2608. I'm sure they would be glad to sell you all the tickets that you would want to buy for you and your family, your church group. We have a lot of church groups coming and buying bulk tickets, so it's really great. They're spreading the word for us.
All right, now, on behalf of the Kaps family, Tommie, would you look out and just tell everyone that has a family how exciting it would be to attend this particular concert?
Thank you, Ruthie. It would, not even if you didn't have any kinfolks there. So I would just strongly recommend that you come, and all of David's schoolmates that he went to school with all the years in Grand Prairie, he would love to see you. And we would love to visit and say hi, so please come.
All right. Now, we're going to let Tommie rest completely, and let's talk about Seroptimus just a little bit, Angela. We have about 3 more minutes left, and you recently, along with one of the members of the Seroptimists of Grand Prairie, who have a half-minute left, extend one more invitation to this wonderful group, the Texans.
Yes, I would extend that invitation and strongly recommend that you make November 21st, Saturday night at 7 o'clock at H.H. Chambers High School. Thank you.
All right. Anything else, Angela, before we leave? Y'all come?
We expect to see every one of you there. If you're going to be really sorry if you're not there. That'll be the best night of your life.
Wonderful. I'd like to thank you, Angela.
Thank you for having us.
Sutton-Gessner, as president of the Seroptimists. Thank you, Tommie Kaps, for being with us to beat the drum for the Texans, our favorite group from Branson.
Thank
you.
And
this is Ruthie Jackson reminding you, and would you all join me?
It's happening in Grand Prairie.